Alright, so now we're on to part 2 of lesson 46. Please put your heading on, name, number, date, first and last in cursive. Remember to put the date that you're actually working on these notes, not necessarily the date I am writing. Our subject is math, and my number is pi. Alright, so here we're looking at writing a fraction as the product. Now, product means that we're looking at the answer to a multiplication problem. So we need to write it as a product or a multiplication problem of a whole number and a unit fraction. So we're looking at just one unit. Unit, when we see that, tells us we're looking at just a 1 of 5/12. So we have this fraction bar here to help us. We've looked at decomposition with unit fractions, where we have 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12. Are these equal amounts? Are these all the same? Yes, they are. I have, so 5/12 can be written as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm joining together 5 of the same amount. It's repeated addition. So I could also say that I'm doing 5 groups of 1/12, or 5 times 1/12. So to write this as a product of a whole number and a unit fraction, it is 5 times 1/12. 5 groups of 1/12 is 5/12. So again, we're going to write this as a product of a whole number and a unit fraction. So a whole number means it is not cut up into any pieces. It's the whole thing is there. No fractions, no decimals. That's what a whole number represents. So I'm going to decompose, use my decomposition for 3/2. So that is 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2. I am joining together 1, 2, 3 of them. So I can say it's repeated addition. I have 3 groups of 1/2. So a product of a whole number, 3, and a unit fraction, because units have, I'm only representing one of the pieces, 1/2. So product, so multiplication, of a whole number and a unit fraction. I do want to show you also, you can write it using that commutative property this way as well. So just remember, because of that commutative property, you can change the order, because it doesn't matter how things are being joined together, because once they're all together, the total amount will stay the same. It's when you're taking out groups that you have to be careful of the order. Okay, again, so we're writing a product of a whole number and a unit fraction. Okay, so I'm going to decompose 6/7. I have, oops, there should be an equal sign. 1/7 plus 1/7 plus 1/7 plus 1/7 plus 1/7 plus 1/7. So we're joining together 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 1/7. So our product of our whole number and our unit fraction is 6 groups of 1/7, or 6 times 1/7. Or using that commutative property, we could do 1/7 times 6. Okay, our last one, we're going to write a product of a whole number and a unit fraction. I'm going to decompose 7/3. So we have 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So we're joining together 7 groups of 1/3, or 7 times 1/3. So our product of our whole number and our unit fraction is 7 times 1/3, or 1/3 times 7. Okay, so that is our multiplying a whole number to unit fraction notes. So now we need to do some more practice with that. Thank you for joining me.